This is the video on the upper motor neuron. The upper motor neuron is so described because it is on top of the nervous system, both physically and evolutionarily. The soma of the neuron lives in the brain, either in the cortex, in the deep brain nuclei, or in the cerebellum. The motor strip of the cerebral cortex is in the posterior area of the frontal lobe, right in front of the central sulcus. It is Brodmann's area 4. Directly in front of the motor strip is Brodmann's area 6, the premotor cortex or supplemental motor strip. Area 4 sends out signals to the motor system and has numerous large Betz cells in layer 5 of the cortex. These are the neurons for motor commands, while area 6 is important for planning the movement or activity and initiating it. From area 4, the axons travel down the pyramidal tract to the lower motor neuron. The deep nuclei that are upper motor neurons arise from the striatum, caudate and putamen, the globus pallidus externa and interna, the subthalamic nucleus, the substantia nigra pars compacta and pars reticulata, and the superior colliculus. These nuclei send their signals to the spinal cord and also back up to the motor cortex, controlling and modulating all movement in real time. These tracts are important for balance and position sense as the body is moving. Although the cerebellum does not have a tract to the lower motor neurons, it modulates movements through the deep brain nuclei of the basal ganglia and to the cortex through the thalamus. The cerebellum is often considered the part of the brain that contains motor memory, like being able to ride a bicycle after 20 years. When there is damage to the upper motor neuron, specific symptoms occur. One symptom is spasticity, which is muscle stiffness, tightness, rigidity, and inflexibility. In mild cases, the muscles may respond, but not smoothly, and at times not the way you expected. In severe cases of spasticity, the muscle may not respond at all and seems to be stuck in its position. Another symptom is rigidity. This is where the muscles are extremely stiff and the limbs are difficult to bend. In a physical exam, the physician may notice cogwheeling of the arms. Here, as the physician straightens a bent arm, the arm moves in a ratchet-like fashion, creating a jerky movement as if attached to a cogwheel. A third symptom is brisk reflexes. When a physician taps the tendon below the kneecap, the patient's leg will respond quickly and almost violently. If you have the patient sitting and you hold the foot in a slightly flexed position, the foot will automatically start to rapidly tap up and down. This is known as clonus. All these symptoms occur in Parkinsonism. Parkinsonism is the loss of dopaminergic neurons in the subthalamic nucleus and the substantia nigra. When the upper motor neurons lose control of motor modulation, the lower motor neurons are released from that control, producing spasticity, increased reflexes, and rigidity. This ends the video on the upper motor neuron.